Hello and welcome to Ordway Lake. My name is Clint Mackey. I'm a local real estate broker in the state of Michigan. I specialize in log homes, luxury properties, vacation properties in the state of Michigan. Today what I have for you is a log home on 11 acres on a lake, completely wooded property. And there it is right there. This property is in Custer, Michigan, and it's one of the nicest pieces of property you're going to find. It's a completely hand-built custom log home built by the local Amish people, completely log, large pine logs, all locally grown. It's a beautiful home. It does need some finish work. I'm going to walk you through it here and show you some features of the property. But first I'm going to show you where it is so you get an idea where it is located. Here's the state of Michigan, shaped like the mid, of course, and the property is about an hour and a half north of Grand Rapids. And you can either take 131 straight up and cut over on US 10 or go up 31. Location to Chicago, probably about I don't know, almost 3 hour drive from Chicago, a little over 3 hours from Detroit and Fort Wayne as well. But it's all freeway almost all the way you go. I love this area for a lot of different reasons. One is because there's so much to do up there if you love the great outdoors. There's state forests up there, big rivers full of trout and salmon and steelhead, a lot of lakes. This property is on a very small lake. You can see there's a whole chain of lakes up there. It's a small private lake. There's only 3 homes on the entire lake. And so you're not going to see a lot of jet skis ripping around. If you need to go on a bigger lake and do some of that stuff, there are lakes very clear, very close. Eden Lake's a little bit bigger. Lost Lake's even bigger yet. And there are some very large lakes in the area. A lot of rivers, dams that you can go fish and hang around. Ordway Lake is a very small lake, and there's only one property here, one here, and one here. That's the subject property right there. Completely wooded property all the way around. And you're going to have a hard time finding a property that is as nice as this as far as land goes. Here's the interior of the house. This house was built on a lodge style concept, and he first acquired the land and decided to put it on this lake. That's an archive photo from probably last fall, and there are several more. So you can see it's not a very large lake, but it's full of fish, full of game fish, a lot of good fishing. And what you're really after with a property like this is the serenity of being in the great outdoors and just the comfort of a big log lodge style home. There's the great room. You can see there's a big not installed, big large logs. The scale of this property is very Ponderosa-like. It's very large, very unique. There's only one house like this on the planet. I'll guarantee you that's a stairway going upstairs. There's another view from the loft upstairs. Look at all that natural light coming in from those windows. He put in side lights and skylights all the way around. Went through and installed vintage doors from various churches and homes from the area and had those restored and installed in there. That room, that door leads to a game room. It was originally planned as a bedroom, but I think it's going to make a better game room than anything else. It's got a private bathroom. He did some kind of cool things, like put in this side light up a transom window above the bathroom. That is a originally stained glass window that was installed in a church, and he reclaimed that. And this is the actual room that it leads to. Originally that was a main floor bedroom, but I think you can put a pool table in there, maybe a few pinball machines, something like that. Got a really cool view of the lake from here out onto a huge deck, and it really is a neat room. Let's go back out into the great room and I'll show you some of the things about the great room. There's the log structure. Those are big posts. Those are the beams are probably 16 inches in diameter. The scale of those are just perfect for this style house. It just gives you the feel that this is a house that will always be here for you. It does have a modern kitchen, however. Of course, it's built in 2003, so it's barely 10 years old. And it's got a modern kitchen with a dishwasher. All the appliances stay. That's an enormous center island. This house was built for having guests. He built it as a lodge, so there are 4 big bedrooms, the game room, a big basement that for some reason it was never made into a walkout basement, but it could be. And it could be finished because he left enough overhead space. Another shot of the kitchen. Lots of light. There's can lighting put in the ceiling there, recessed lighting. There's a shot of the really cool stairway going upstairs up to that big loft area. I really love this loft area because it's just huge. You could just about have a barn dance up here. Lots of natural light all the way around. You can convert it to just about any kind of space that you wanted to, but I think it's just perfect the way it is. It really is an enormous space. You get the view of the living room downstairs, the great room down there. He cut in all these big windows and put them in. There are several of these round windows on the property, some Palladian windows installed all the way through the entire house. The outside of the house right now, it's wintertime in Michigan, so there's lots of snow. So you get an idea just how wooded the property really is. If it was me, I would think about knocking down some of those trees so you can get a better view of the lake and maybe watch some tip-ups in the wintertime. It's a weedy lake, so you're not going to be down there jet skiing. Here is a picture of the deck in the springtime out of the seller's archives. He's really enjoyed this house a lot. It's hard for him to part with this particular house because he built it himself and he put his time and love and money into it. But the situation has changed and it's time for him to be moving on. And the house needs some finish work. It needs some doors rehung and fitted, some doorknobs put on, and the deck needs a little bit of going over. But I think it's worth really looking at if you're kind of person that you want a log home and you want to be out in the country, 11 acres on a lake. You could do a lot worse than this. I think that it's something that would suit the right purpose for someone if you want a lodge or retirement home or vacation home where you just want to be out in the woods and you want to be left alone. Maybe you want to go deer hunting, snowmobiling, or whatever it is that you like to do. My name is Clint Mackey. I'm the broker owner of Thresholds for Living Realty. I have 29 years experience in the real estate industry, selling homes and properties out in the country. And I'd love it if you'd give me a call sometime and we can talk. My name and phone number are right there on the screen. If you need anything, give me a call. If you want to take a look at this house, definitely contact me with my information there, right there. My name is Clint Mackey. Thanks for stopping by.